Today I'm going to give you a quick rundown of a little approach to playing outside, which a few of you have asked me questions about. So there's a lot of ways to go about outside playing. There's guys that will, just use chromaticism straight up and down, which can work great. There's guys that will overlap other chord progressions, superimpose other chords that aren't actually being played. That's one way to do it. So my idea here is pretty simple. It's that there's 7 notes in the given key, whatever the diatonic key is. In this case, I'm using A Dorian as an example. So if there's 7 notes in the given key, and we know that there's 12 notes altogether, that leaves us with 5 outside notes for whatever song we're playing, whatever key it's in. If there's 7 inside, there must be 5 outside. So the approach is like this. Find your scale tones. So what key are you in? In this case, we're in A Dorian. A Dorian is the second mode of G major. So these 7 notes come from G major. Alright. Step 2 is to find your outside tones. So if your inside tones are A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G and A, your outside tones are going to be all the ones that are in between those notes. And you end up with B flat, D flat, E flat, F, and A flat. Now, what's another word for a 5-note scale? Well, it's called a pentatonic, right? So the formula here is that if we're in A minor Dorian, we can use a pentatonic scale that's a semitone higher than the tonic. Alright, so if you're in A Dorian, A minor Dorian, your outside tones are a pentatonic scale starting from B flat, starting from a semitone higher. So in that example at the start, that's kind of what I was just playing around with. Taking each root scale, move it up a semitone, and use the pentatonic that exists a semitone higher. And that pentatonic is your 5 outside tones. There really aren't any other notes besides those 5 that will sound worse or sound more outside. But if you use them carefully and sort of try to phrase in a way that uses this tension and release idea, which I'll explain in a second, you can create some kind of funky sounds. Alright, so I've said point 3, use the outside pentatonic scale to build tension and release. So tension and release, the idea is that you want to mostly live in the scale area. Maybe when a chord is about to change or a section is about to change, you can build some tension by jumping on some of these outside tones. You don't have to play all of them. You might just, find a couple that add a little bit of darkness to the... So if we're in A Dorian. Okay, you might just add a little bit of color to it, and then the release is resolving it back to where it came from. Alright? And so the formula for all of this is that a pentatonic scale built on the minor third of the parent key is your outside pentatonic scale. So what does that mean? I said at the start the parent key was G major, right? The minor third of G major is B flat. Minor third is like 4 frets away. Okay, so any song that's in G major, or A Dorian, or E minor, any of the modes along there, you just look for the parent key, go up 4 frets, and that note you end up on, that's your outside pentatonic scale. Alright, so I hope that idea helps spice up your playing a little bit. See you later.